This story is very interesting to me because I know a lot of things that I want to say because a lot of people were have mixed emotion and mixed feeling about all this, whether or not you support anybody. What I'm talking about is the topic of Mason Greenwood and Jude Bellingham. Because the fact of the matter, these are two young, bright players. Players. Not talking about their characters or anything, just talking about players in general, just in the context of just sports in itself. But the interesting part about all this is what happened and transpired during the match because they were going facing each other. These are two English players playing in Spain. Jude Bellingham is playing for Real Madrid and Mason Greenwood is playing for Getafe, right? Getafe, if I pronounce it correctly. But the crazy thing about this is like once upon a time, Mason Greenwood was a star boy. What I mean by that, he was practically everybody's talking about him in England and everything, how great he is. Right, an incident happened where Mason Greenwood got caught by his now still a girl for abusing, sexual abuse and a lot of stuff, physical abuse, a lot of things going on. There was videos, there was photos and everything showing up into it, which is ridiculous in a sense because he got a lot of that. But later on, she ended up like, deleting everything and stuff and things like that. But one thing I gotta show you guys because then you can see this is what we're talking about right here. There was a lot of evidence and a lot of things showing up and things like that. But one thing a lot of people also were doing is, doing the voiceover thing over Jude and Mason Greenwood, which is crazy. Like a lot of people did things like that, and which was the recording of Mason Greenwood, but it was this.
Legs up. Move your fucking legs up. What the fuck what you want, you shit?
Mason.
Move your
This is crazy.
fucking legs up. What the fuck what you want, you shit?
Mason.
Yeah.
Fucking legs up. What the fuck what you want, you shit?
Yeah, you can't escape things like that. Those are in the internet forever, and that's gonna be something that's gonna be floating around forever and stuff. But the interesting thing is these are two young kids, obviously in a new country, playing for different clubs, doing other things, just trying to make a career out of them. Whereas Jude taking off and with Real Madrid by storm, just doing excellent throughout the season, playing well, scoring goals, helping his team win, right? Becoming a main focal point in a sense. Whereas Mason Greenwood, he's just trying to get back into it. He's trying to erase that past and just trying to play and trying to earn. And I guess you can say the crazy thing about that is like he's back with the girl. The girl decided to drop a lot of stuff, and now he's back there together. She's pregnant and all that, which in a sense is wild, but that's other people's choice and prerogative. Like I don't care. But the thing that we came here to is this incident happened on the page where Jude allegedly called Mason Greenwood, rapist on the field. Now, I will put my take on it and tell you guys my opinion on it, but we're going to watch the alleged video right here, and a lot of people are saying anything right here. He won the tackle and then look back and call him a rapist. Yeah, so a lot of people are very mixed feeling about this. A lot of people are very, crazy about it. But to me, it's just like I see that and I'm like, okay, that was very unprofessional, right? Hear me out when I say this because I know I get a lot of stick for it. To me, that's very unprofessional in the sense that we associate Jude Bellingham to be a class act, a very mature person, a very, straightforward person, everything about that. But the thing that gets to me about this about this topic is there's a code of conduct a lot of people don't understand in La Liga, in FIFA, and everything. You got to abide and follow certain rules and everything like that. Especially you cannot abuse another player. You cannot, be racist to another players. You can't do a lot of other stuff there. In any work environment, there's always rules of conduct, how you're supposed to conduct yourself, right? When you sign that contract, that is a thing, right? No matter what, if you dislike that person or anything like that. That's why sometimes a lot of people get banned, sometimes people get suspended because the breach of their contract and the conduct of their workplace. A lot of people need to understand that was what Jude Bellingham was wrong about. Not the other stuff, anything, but that was the main thing that he was wrong about, because the fact of the matter is, no matter what, if Mason Greenwood is a bad guy, he's like this, he cannot say anything towards him like that. That's incriminating yourself, right? You are going to suffer the consequences, not him, because he didn't do anything at that moment. You're the one that said something. You started something. You instigate something. So to me, I see that as the wrong aspect of it. I'm not talking about his Mason Greenwood's past. I'm not talking about anything of that, what he did or whatever. In the judicial system and trial and error, Mason Greenwood has to face that outside of soccer, right? Outside of the pitch, football. But that was not the case because the charge got dropped and they're back together, right? That was that. This is football. This is a different stage and different thing. No matter how you feel about that person, you have to keep it professional and keep it moving. But you coming out and saying things like that is not warranted for anybody. That is a hard fact. It's not warranted for anybody. And a lot of people got at me and was like, Jude Bellingham is not in the wrong. He said what he said because listen, it's not that he's not right. It's not that he's not wrong, but it's the fact that he said it. It's the fact that he said it, which is crazy because now this is being posted out, right? This is what's about to happen to him because now this is costing him and his team either games or whatever that's going on. Here, what is it? Breaking news. Real Madrid midfielder Jude Bellingham set to be suspended. Understand, Bellingham called Greenwood the R word yesterday. The Spanish FA employed a lip reader that confirmed the incident. Here we go. Right? Here we go. That's exactly what I meant. Now he's about to miss games for Real Madrid. When you are supposed to be available for your team and put your team in a way they can win La Liga or catch up and win La Liga. Because at this moment, it's just mind-boggling to me that you lose your head in that sense, right? He lost his head in that moment. You cannot lose your head in that moment, no matter how you feel about what's going on. Right now, Real Madrid are in first place, right? They're in first place by 2 points ahead of Girona. But this might end up being Girona's favor. It might end up on Girona's favor, where they might end up probably catch up or tie or win games. Now, I am not saying whatever happened to Mason Greenwood, whatever he did wasn't wrong. But it's what Jude Bellingham did that cost his team is what's wrong with the whole thing. And a lot of people don't understand that. They're just like, well, he's in the right. He said the right thing. He did this. It's true. No. Absolutely not. That's not what we're getting at. What we're getting at is the code of conduct as an employee, as someone that signed a contract. You cannot bully your other co-worker. You cannot bully, no matter what, if it's another team, you cannot bully, you cannot say loundish thing, you cannot say a gruesome thing to any of them, right? Why do you think they're trying to stop also the thing like racism, stop all racism and all this thing? Because it's to tell the other players also on the pitch, you cannot say certain things to other ethnicity. You cannot say things that are rude and vulgar to other people. It's a code of conduct, and people need to understand that's where he fails at. But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, if whether or not you still support Jude Bellingham, or you just support Mason Greenwood. In general, my opinion was just of the conduct and the rules, and that's what follows. But you guys might have a different thought and everything like that. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.